Living a sedentary lifestyle with high amounts of sitting or inactivity increases your risk for cardiovascular disease. In fact, people who sit most of the day have about the same risk for a heart attack as an individual who smokes. Doing some movement is better than no movement at all. If your job involves high amounts of sitting time, break up the day with quick walks, stretching, or doing any type of movement to get your muscles engaged. The key is to break up long periods of inactivity and avoid sitting for prolonged periods throughout the day. One option to keep moving is to focus on strength training your muscles, and today we will focus on targeting your lower body. We're going to start today's video with a warm-up. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and start walking in place by bringing your knees up. You can ramp up the intensity by getting your heart rate going a little bit more by jogging in place and picking up the pace. Our legs have some of the biggest muscles in our bodies. Therefore, your thigh muscles and hamstrings are the largest calorie burning muscles. If you are looking to burn some calories, always be sure to do exercise that incorporate your lower body. Next, we're moving on to some lower body stretches. The hamstring stretch starts with your toes pointed forward and feet shoulder width apart. Bend at your hips and reach for your toes. You can put a micro bend in your knees and let your weight of your upper body stretch out the back of your legs. Breathe throughout the stretch. You can hold this stretch for about 5 breaths or 15 seconds. Slowly bring yourself back up to standing position. Next is the ankle and knee stretch. This stretch is performed by sitting at your desk chair. Place your right ankle on your left knee. Lightly clasp your shin with your arms and pull your upper body over your legs. This will stretch out your hip muscles. Once you've held for about 5 breaths or 15 seconds, switch legs. Now moving on to lower body strengthening exercises, we're going to start with lunges. While standing, step your right foot out in front of you about the length of your stride. With your toes facing forward, sink your hips down so both knees are bent. Keep sinking your hips down until your knees are bent at 90 degrees. Your hands can be placed on your hips for support. Make sure your shoulders are directly above your hips and your abs are engaged. You can alternate legs. Perform about 10 repetitions or as tolerated on each leg. Our next exercise is chair squats. So starting in a proper seated position, with your toes facing forward and abs engaged and your knees at 90 degrees. Stand up by pushing your weight evenly through your feet. Put your hands on your hips or down by your side. Once you're completed standing, sit back down on the edge of your seat for a brief moment and then stand back up again. Squeeze your glutes and quad muscles and do not allow your shoulders to bend forward. Next will be calf raises. In a proper seated position at your desk chair, with your toes facing forward, lift your heels up off the ground and put all your weight into your toes. Flex your calf muscles when you have your heels lifted. If this is too easy, try this exercise while standing. Our last lower body strengthening exercise is side lunges. While standing, step your right leg out to the right side in an exaggerated step. Keep your left leg straight and foot planted on the ground. Bend your right knee until it is at 90 degrees and sink into your right hip. You will feel a light stretch in your left inner thigh. Keep your shoulders away from your ears and your abs engaged as you lift yourself back up. Switch legs and this time step out with your left side. We'll finish this video with balancing exercises. This exercise is called pyramid, and it acts as a stretch and a balancing position. Step your right foot out in front of you for about 2 feet. Straighten your knees and bend forward as much as possible. Try to keep your hands balanced on your upper legs, but if you need to, you can reach for the floor or your lower leg. You'll feel a stretch in your hamstrings, and you'll also feel your body trying to keep its balance. You can make this pose more difficult by putting your right foot directly in line with your left. Once you've held this pose for about 15 seconds, you can switch legs. Remember to utilize these videos each day of the week to stay active at your desk. Sit less and move more. For more information on physical activity, improving your health, or worksite wellness tips, visit igrow.org/healthyfamilies or healthysd.gov.